Yeah, dude, we really appreciate you coming out. That was a killer set, man.
Awesome, thank you.
And if you like Phil's music, definitely check it out. We played a couple things today. We're gonna post the playlist and links to his stuff, so you can definitely check it out. Later on in the show, we're gonna play some more stuff off our playlist. But right now we're gonna do a quick interview with Phil, and just kind of pick his brain, see what his music or how his writing process works and stuff like that, and just stuff that might be on your mind too. So your name's Phil, but in the project you go by Edwards Crossing, right?
Yes.
Why is that?
Where I grew up, my hometown of Nevada City, which is in Northern California, it's a pretty small town, and I was really fortunate to have a South Fork of the Yuba River just passing basically through my backyard, and the bridge that crossed that part of the river was called Edwards Crossing, and I couldn't think of any other name that would fit me better than bridge just down the street from where I live. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of band names can be nostalgic of where you're from, or kind of what where you started playing music, or
totally,
some iteration of that. Something that kind of brings you to that space that allows you to write music.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm assuming that's kind of what it is for you, is that desolate, or maybe not desolate, like it's
right.
not like completely barren, but I'm sure there's how many people are in the town that you grew up in?
I couldn't tell you the exact population, but the way it worked, it was there was a city center that was probably had about 10,000 people in it, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And each it was kind of like the way the whole town was situated. It was like an octopus, and
branched out.
Yeah, each leg was a different neighborhood full of different people and stuff. But I lived at the very end of one of those octopus legs, right where the octopus leg met the South Fork of the Yuba River. So.
And it sounds like it's pretty a wild place to live, foresty. Is that kind of? I'm imagining this right? Okay,
definitely.
Cool. I wish I had a space like that to write in, man. Whenever I write, I get if I'm not in my room alone and no one, if anyone's home, I just get to a point where I'm just I don't want to write anymore. I'm just gonna play Xbox.
Definitely.
So that must have been really cool.
Oh yeah, it was huge. Definitely.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. This is what you have a show coming up really soon. When's that?
Yeah, I have a show a week from this Thursday, and cool. I'm opening for a really great band called Radiation City, and that's gonna be October 10th at the Depot.
The Depot, okay, so right here on campus.
Yep, just down the school
awesome.
block.
Is it just you two, or is there other bands kind of opening up?
I'll be opening, and then I think the band following me is a band called Social Studies, which is another really great local Bay Area
awesome
band. But
I feel like the Depot's a pretty good place to catch some local artists.
Oh, definitely, and it's free. Radiation City's from Portland, so they're going to be, they're mid-tour, and they're just stopping off at San Francisco State, so it's a great opportunity to see them if anyone wants to see them.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't checked them out, but maybe we'll have to.
What time is the show?
I believe the show is at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you
after
like
class, you have to class.
Yeah.
You want some beer, you have to go.
Yeah, go to the pub and sit down and watch Phil play.
Yeah, definitely.
Check out Radiation City. Is that the other name?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, and then you're also telling me about a project that you're working on where you're trying to release some songs out every week. I think you said something around 2 songs a week, and you're gonna make them.
Definitely. Yeah. So the whole idea for this project was that it's really hard as a solo musician to release your own music. It's because there's no one else to really kind of bounce it off of.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard in that writing process.
Yeah,
you're
like, is this good? Is this good? Is it finished? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, exactly. And so the whole goal of this project was to basically just force myself to meet an end, And so one of the songs you heard already, Constellations, which is kind of a takeoff from my earlier album, it is one of those songs. And so actually the first set of songs I'm releasing is going to be tomorrow, and
awesome.
Every Wednesday of this month I'm going to release 2 songs. So
awesome. So this timed up really well then.
Yeah, definitely. Everything's
cool.
lined up. Yeah.
Did you play anything that you're going to release?
No, I didn't. The songs I played today, those are all going to be
down the line.
A little bit down the line, yeah. The songs I'm releasing this month are a lot more of just a kind of of the music I've done.
So you're being a teaser now. You gotta, you're like, oh, the songs are really cool like those.
Yeah,
but they're not available until 3 Wednesdays from now.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you come to the show, you'll get to.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. That too. Yeah, it's good.
Definitely.
It's very smart. So what are they going to be on like Bandcamp, or where are they going to be available for people tomorrow to check out?
They're going to be on Bandcamp, yeah, and I'll link it from my Facebook page.
Okay.
That's the easiest
and
way.
we'll link you too, obviously, so people listening right now or listening to the podcast
Cool,
like a week
yeah.
or two from now can check it out.
And another really funny thing I just remember about the project is that over the course of this last year, when I've been recording all this music and I just haven't really released a lot of it, and so because of that, the music that I'm going to release each week is going to be very vastly different. So this first week is pretty similar to the songs I played this week. It's me kind of acoustic feeling.
Okay.
The next week after that, it's going to be completely different. There's going to be band tracks with drums and everything else, not just acoustic recordings. And then it's going to get more eclectic as it goes on, I'll just say that. But
okay, yeah, so you don't want to reveal too much, but
yeah.
So just tune in, essentially.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to check out the content that you put out each week, and it's really interesting because like I work with someone named John Devoto, and he always tells me to put out new content every week because people don't have the attention span for a record. Because I'm so old fashioned when it comes to music. Like I love having it, like I have probably upwards of 100 CDs in my car, and I'll listen to the thing front and back and several times over, and I won't typically skip songs or anything.
Right, definitely.
And for me, it's like this total experience. Like the CD is like this embodiment of the artist, and I just like really enjoy like sitting down and listening to the whole thing. But nowadays, it's not necessarily like the best idea. So
right.
Every time I talk to John, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna do a full length of my band. It's gonna be awesome. He's like, maybe you shouldn't because like it's way smarter to do this and he's been doing music for like 10, 15 years, so he knows what he's talking about. Like, I wish I wasn't so stubborn I could listen to him, but it's people totally consume music differently nowadays, and it's very, I'm just pretty much commending you, and it's very smart to kind of put it out little by little, because if you have consistent content, then you're definitely gonna like kind of catch people's eye more. You have to like, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. So
this album, how many songs are there in this album?
So
the new one.
So the plan is each week I'm gonna release kind of the equivalent of an A side and a B side, kind of like a single that you'd get. Little 45
Are they named under the same, like at the end of these weeks, are they going to be like a quote unquote album? Like is that kind of the idea, but you're releasing it part by part?
Yeah. Exactly. So
cool.
Along with it,
so it is still kind of like that overall experience, but
right. It's going to be like in little installments. So
awesome.
People will hear immediately where this week ends off. The next two songs I release are going to go right underneath those songs, and so. By the end of it, you'll have a
full CD,
little 10-track CD.
And are these going to be free, or are they going to be?
Oh yeah, completely free.
Awesome.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah. People need to hear music.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily want to pay for it if you don't really know the person. Like, what I've been seeing a lot recently by certain musicians is they're streaming their albums like a week before, and I think that's really smart because I tend to like. Find the music online and stream it over and over and over again, but I have to find like really poor quality sound files because it's just really hard to get my hands on, and like stuff will get leaked, and I'm really morally conflicted on downloading it, and then I always end up like buying it like a week later just because I feel so bad. And I mean, it's something I'll do I like to do anyways, but it's like it's nice that people are like kind of wising up in the mainstream to like you can't like people aren't gonna buy your music, and if they are, you have to let them stream it.
Right, and a great way to support those artists, like if you hear it and you like it, then you should go see them because they're coming to you, and
artists
there's
make
no
money.
Excuse to not go see them. You like it on the CD, you're gonna like it more live.
Yeah, and artists make money so differently nowadays. Like touring used to be supplementary money for artists. Like it used to like sign a huge contract to make millions of dollars, or or they'd be guaranteed to it, or they'd make it off of sales, and but nowadays touring is your income, which kind of sucks. But
right,
yeah, it's
what an awesome life, right?
Yeah, it kind of the experience varies. So we're gonna wrap up here and kind of play some more music here. Do you have anything else to say or anything else you want people to know about?
I don't know. Just I'm gonna be very around for this month of October for playing music, so everyone should keep their ears and eyes open.
Awesome, man. Well, once again, even though your name is Phil. You won't see it as Phil. You'll see it as Edwards Crossing, right? Mm-hmm. And then you also had Hudson Properties, I believe, was the other thing that you had. So if you're interested in this and you want to kind of go back in time and see what he's done before, then definitely go and check that out.
walls just caving in. It's only 2, but I'm on the moon. Thick like blood, thick like blood is thick like blood.